Logic, the foundation of mathematics and much of what we do in science. It's not something our brains are naturally good at. It takes a lot of practice. So today I'm giving you some exposure to logic and giving you a chance to practice. You only need to work in class today. Some of these problems are on the easier end and some of them are on the very difficult end. So don't think this is homework. Don't spend hours at home working on it unless you really enjoy it and you want to test yourself. I will review them on Monday, and I'll have Bulldog Bucks waiting for the correct answers as rewards. So I'm assuming that you've opened up Classroom, you've looked at the instructions on number 4. These electronic documents are here just so you can see them and have access to them, or if you want to print them. But the paper versions were passed out in class. They're on the back counter. So this first problem here, the path to freedom, we've got 3 people that are in rooms. Notice the first room is red, the middle room is blue, and the room on the right is in green with all the instructions there. And you have to figure out which door is the correct way out that does not lead to certain death. Logic will ensure which door. In other words, if you figure out the problem, you'll know for sure which problem. There's no need to guess. There's no crazy explanations. There's a very clear method to solving which door is the way out. And then on the back side of that paper, as I'll scroll down, the classic style of problem, in this case, a farmer going home, and they've got to cross a river, and they can only carry one thing at a time. And you have to figure out how in the world, by carrying one thing at a time, can I get all of the material over the river? You do not need to invent any other objects for the problem. Building a boat from the trees and rowing them all across sort of stuff is not part of the problem. All the information is here in the problem that you need. Moving to the next puzzle. It's called Can You Zooli? And what we're looking at here is imagine a zoo. Imagine the lines are like the fences of the cages, and these are animals inside the cages, and there's a pathway in between. And you'll notice each animal type has a pattern, and the patterns match the key down here at the bottom. And so those would be not the type of animal, but think of them as maybe the nickname or the last name of the animal. And inside of all of that information are other clues that you can find in the questions. So you're answering these questions based on the image here. So all your clues are here, either there or inside of the questions. So do your best to solve those. And then the final most difficult problem is the notable neighbors problem. Okay, and you have 5 houses, as you can see, represented in the table down here. And you were to figure out what color, what country, what sport, what drink, and what pet goes with each house. And again, you have 14 clues, plus the description at the top that contain information to help you solve the problem. And again, we can be sure of the answer if it meets all the criteria in the problem. So good luck with these. Like I said, they're not all easy. Enjoy the struggle. Don't get frustrated too much. And when you're done, mark them as done online at the end of the period. Again, they're not homework. So we'll see you on Monday.